Now, KTLA 5 Sports Final, powered by your Southern California Ford dealers.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hartman. This is the Saturday Ford Sports Final action-packed show tonight. Dodgers taking on the D-backs at the Ravine. Two teams are Final Four bound in the NCAA tournament, and the Clippers' battle for postseason seeding continues. But we begin tonight with the news from the Lakers. Year one of the LeBron James experiment is over. The team announcing today that LeBron will not return to game action for the rest of the season. LeBron has apparently been playing through pain after suffering a groin injury in December. Team President Magic Johnson said in a statement earlier today, quote, "After consulting with our team doctors and medical staff, we have decided to hold LeBron out of games for the remainder of the season. This decision will allow his groin to fully heal and is best for the future success of both LeBron and the Lakers." All right, the Dodgers had a quick turnaround today after last night's 6-hour and 5-minute marathon loss to the Diamondbacks. But the Blue Crew got good news with Clayton Kershaw throwing a 3-inning sim game today, and he's expected to make a rehab start next week. Tonight's matchup started with a solo homer from Gerard Dyson against Kenta Maeda, but Jock Peterson answered at the bottom of the first, a solo shot of his own to left off Zach Godley. Jock's third long ball of the season ties it at 1. Dodger bats came alive in the third, bases loaded. Justin Turner. Lions went up the middle to drive in 2 of his 5 runs, part of a 4-run inning to put the Blue Crew ahead 5-2. Maeda gave up another solo shot, but in the 5th, Cody Bellinger, a moonshot into the visitors' bullpen, one of his 2 homers on the night, putting the Dodgers up 6-2. Then with the base loaded in the 6th, Bellinger again, a hit to right center. This one breaks it open. Belly, 4 for 6, 6 RBI, and the Dodgers go on to win it 18-5.
Hartman, you just show the highlights right there. What a wild affair. What a wild start to the season. The first 3 games have been kind of wild, haven't they? A little bit, but tonight, I've seen a lot of Major League Baseball games, but never have I seen 2 catchers come in to pitch in the same game. John Ryan Murphy, he was not as good as Russell Martin. The bats were hot. Cody Bellinger, couple of home runs, 6 RBIs. That's a career high. I caught up with him. In the clubhouse after this game, also Dave Roberts, the manager, well, he's got to be smiling ear to ear after the start of this season, going 2-1 in the offensive power that this team is showing right now. Certainly, he's got to be loving that.
The idea of scaring pitchers out of the strike zone is something that we believe in, and you earn good pitches, and when they're afraid to throw to the white part of the plate, you're going to get your walks, and when they do, when you can slug them and hit good pitches, makes you dangerous. And when you have 8 guys in a day and guys on the bench that can do the same thing, it's tough to navigate our lineup.
You go out there, you have some big hits tonight, homers. I mean, what was that, feeling like tonight after a game that got over so early this morning?
I don't know. I think even yesterday we didn't have as much success, but I think everyone is so confident in their plan before the game. And we're just taking that into the game and trusting it, and we're seeing results right now.
Not done here from the ballpark, Hartman. Coming up in just a little bit, we're going to go one-on-one with Russell Martin, the catcher who pitched tonight, and he goes 1, 2, 3. You're going to hear his reaction in just a little bit. Hartman.
All right, Ping. Now, don't forget, everyone, you can see Dodger baseball right here on KTLA 5 thanks to our unique partnership with Spectrum Sportsnet LA. First of the 10 games coming up this Tuesday. Dodgers taking on the Giants on KTLA 5. Halos looking for their second win of the season up in Oakland, taking on the A's. Felix Pena on the mound, 3rd inning, 2 outs. Bases juice for Steven Biscotti, and he lines up the middle, 2 RBI single. A's jump in front. 4th inning, Angels down 2-0. Mark Hanna sends that Pena offering deep into the seats, a 2-run shot, and the A's go up 4-0. All right, let's go to the 8th now. The Angels are trying to get something going. Down 4-1, Andrelton Simmons finds the hole on the left side. Zach Kozar comes in to score, but that would be it for the Angels. 4-2, the final.
Seemed to kind of lose command of his off-speed pitches. The fastball was fine, but it seemed like the breaking ball and the changeup, especially the breaking ball, had a little bit of trouble with command. Really, that was the issue from the side. I haven't looked at any video, but got behind in counts, walked a few guys, and it just seemed to kind of lose a feel for his pitches.
Now to the Clippers. Yes, the Clippers have been LA's team to watch this season. And if you haven't been giving them the time of day, I think it's about time you recognize that the Clippers are a team that any playoff team doesn't want to face. Clippers entered today as the 6th seed in the Western Conference with just 6 games left. This afternoon, Doc's bunch trying to get better playoff seeding, hosting the Cavs. Closing seconds the first half, Clips up 10. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the dime to Montrezl Harrell, nothing but net from deep. Clippers go on the break up 65-52. Then the fourth gets ugly for the Cavs. They're down 18. Lou Williams picks off Brandon Knight, dishes ahead to Harrell. Trez throws down the hammer. Steve Ballmer loves it. Moments later, what everyone at Staples came for. If the opponent misses 2 free throws, free Chick-fil-A. Tristan Thompson can make that dream come a reality, and he does. Then 20 seconds later, Lou Will, another steal. It's going to keep the play alive. Jerome Robinson launches deep to Trez. Another big finish. Harrell, 23 off the bench. Clippers rout the Cavs, winning 132-108. All right, college hoops now. The Elite Eight lived up to its name tonight. 2 high-level basketball games with innings that seem to only happen in March. After today's action, 2 teams are on their way to Minneapolis. Starting in the South region, 1 seed, Virginia taking on the 3 seed Purdue. Just over a minute to go, and Purdue is down by 1. Carson Edwards, he's going to bank in at 3, his 10th of the night. 2 games in this tournament with at least 40 points. Purdue looks like they're headed to the Final Four. Then 5 seconds left, Virginia down 2. Ty Jerome miss a free throw. Virginia, they're going to chase down the rebound right here. And then check this out as Mamadi Diakite flips it in at the buzzer to go to overtime. All right, now in the OT, Virginia is down 1. DeAndre Hunter is going to take his man off the dribble. And Virginia is headed to the Final Four, 80-75, the final. Tony Bennett, how does it feel?
It was great. We've said it before, the joy of competition, the fun and the pursuit of trying to win a championship. And we didn't win a championship, but we got to the Final Four. And of course, it was exhilarating. It was great.
Meanwhile, in the West region, the 3 seed Texas Tech taking on the 1 seed Gonzaga. Late second half, Red Raiders are up 2. Davide Moretti drains the 3, and Texas Tech is up 5. Under 2 to go. Moretti, another clutch triple, and the Red Raiders go up 6 with under 2 minutes to go. Less than 30 seconds remaining, and Moretti trying to dribble away from the defense, but he's going to lose the ball. Desperation time for Gonzaga. Josh Perkins hits the 3, making it a 2-point game. All right, still up 2. Red Raiders inbounding with 11 seconds left, but Perkins fouls Matt Mooney as he tries to make the pass. That's a technical foul. Red Raiders hit their free throws, and they're headed to the Final Four for the first time in school history. 75-69, the final. Great stuff there. Tough loss for Gonzaga. All right, quick break. Still to come, we're going to take a look at all the top plays in this week's Steppin' Up. Plus, we're going to break down the 2 remaining Elite Eight matchups as Duke looks to book their ticket to the Final Four, and Tiger on the prowl. How the Big Cat fared today out in Austin. All this and much more when the Ford Sports Final returns.
Well, the Lakers are all set to introduce their new coach today. It was supposed to be a simple little affair, that is, until Magic Johnson walked into an ESPN studio and dropped a bombshell. Details on how he was stabbed in the back by Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka and how others in the front office undermined his authority, leading him to step down. It was supposed to be the beginning of a new chapter, but in many ways it was a referendum on the past.
Players look to who we really are and not what the impression is of what others are trying to create us to be.
Instead of focusing on introducing new head coach Frank Vogel, GM Rob Pelinka having to address explosive accusations of betrayal made by Magic Johnson on ESPN this morning.
I start hearing, Magic, you're not working hard enough. Magic's not in the office. So people around the Laker office was telling me, Rob was saying things, and
Rob Pelinka.
And I didn't like those things being said behind my back.
The 2 years of getting to work side by side with Irvin are some of the greatest memories I have in sports and work. So these things are surprising to hear and disheartening, but I look forward to the opportunity to talk with him and sit down with him and work through them.
And so the circus rolls on, with this once proud organization having to respond to past indiscretions like usurping Magic Johnson's power, which he says led to his departure.
The straw that broke the camel's back was I wanted to fire Luke Walton. I don't have the decision-making power that I thought I had, then I got to step aside.
Now the Lakers find themselves addressing the basics, like who exactly is running the show. With Magic Johnson out, it seems that a convoluted mix of advisors and ownership will be evaluating Pelinka's suggestions before finalizing any decision.
In terms of our decision processes here, it's very clear and very simple. Now when it comes to a basketball decision, I collaborate with the staff, many of whom are at this press conference today, and then I make a recommendation to Jeannie, and she blesses that or not. Kurt Rambis was hired a year ago as an advisor to the front office and to the coaching staff. He remains in that position.
That process resulted in Frank Vogel and his mandated assistant coach Jason Kidd. Vogel's introductory press conference taking place in the middle of another Laker controversy. A welcome to LA moment that is becoming all too normal for the Lakers.
The reality to me, from my lens, is that of positivity and enthusiasm about what we can be.
Well, yesterday we told you the deal was being finalized, and now it is officially done. Tonight, the Angels confirming that Mike Trout has agreed to a contract extension that will keep him in Angels red until 2031. And again, the money is staggering. A reported 12-year, $430 million contract. And tonight, Trout finally breaking his silence, saying, quote, "This is where I wanted to be all along. I want to thank Artie and Carol Marino for their efforts. Their leadership and commitment to winning played a key role in my decision," end quote. Press conference is scheduled for this Sunday outside of Angel Stadium ahead of the Freeway Series exhibition with the Dodgers.
Hottest team right now in baseball. Labor Day is a day of rest for most of us, the unofficial end to the summer. For professional athletes that play in the big leagues, it's a work day. And no, they do not get paid double time for holiday pay. The Dodgers hosting the Mets. 25 games remain on the schedule. For now, they're the first place Dodgers. How about that? Yeah, after the weekend series, taking 3 of 4 from Arizona. They're facing Jacob deGrom right here. First inning, Justin Turner solo shot left field. See you later. 1-0 Dodgers. We got a 5:05 start tonight, or 5:10 we'll call it. How about in the fifth? DeGrom right here off of Wood. He's going to help himself. Jay Bruce scores. Right now it's in the 6th inning. Dodger Nation. It's 1-1. Still a long way to go in this game. Look at that. DeGrom helping himself. I like when a pitcher does that, though. Dodger outfielder, that's right, Matt Kemp saying yesterday, no reason to call me Mr. Hollywood. But he had Hollywood moments. It was like the movie The Natural. A 3-run homer Saturday, a walk-off double yesterday to put the men in blue in first place for the first time since August 7th. He was asked about the momentum shifting now.
We're going to treat every game this month like it's a playoff game. It's a must-win. Because those guys over there aren't going to slow up. Colorado's a good team, and we just got to play our game and not worry about anybody else, win games, and we'll be where we want to be.
Earlier this afternoon, I tweeted out that multiple NBA sources of mine saying that Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard is, quote, heavily leaning towards getting a deal done with the Clippers. They also, my sources, believe that the Riverside native does not want to be a third wheel when it comes to playing for the Lakers, feeling he has nothing left to prove in Toronto after leading the Raptors to their first ever championship. They added that joining the Clippers franchise is something that Kawhi has been focused on for a while now. Free agency will start Sunday at 3 p.m. Leonard has said he would give interviews to the Clippers and Lakers before finishing with the Raptors. Stay tuned.